something for my godson Elijah and little girl named Corinne.
Finally, Lumdale has come back to GNTV. Guru Nation, busy Thanksgiving week, but for the last week of the regular season, I am back. And of course, you know I had to bring back D-Haka Flocka, the Monk, the Co-Commish, Guru Pan, Guru Veli, Tupac, D-Haka.
What the Brock?
And D-Haka, I know you can't watch right now what I'm doing, but I got this little bottle of Corona here. I gotta give a toast to Edgar Paz, who, you know, he loves his beer, so I have to give him a little cheers.
Yeah. You gotta give Edgar Paz. You gotta give Edgar a cheers.
Let's break down the rundown. Let's start with my game. What I did to Edgar Paz, starting out the week down points, but man, I came back. I believed in the Guru Minati. They blessed Gary Barnage. They blessed CJ Mosley, giving me enough to pass 150 points and take out Edgar, who now falls to 6-6 in 7th place. And then the next game, oh, we were watching this game. Ocho Cinco versus Town Business. Town Business had the 8th seed, D-Hawk.
Yeah. You know, Ocho Cinco came in here only projected 100 points. And he put up 140.
He puts up 140. And what did we do? What did we do minutes before? You were there as a witness. I said, bless Carlos Dansby. Carlos Dansby had 1.5 points. I said, bless that man. We need a cushion right here because of Josh McCown. And what happened?
1 minute later, pick 6 by none other than the pick 6 machine himself, Matt Pick 6 Shaw.
Wow, exactly, right? How many picks? I didn't even think about that. Good point. Matt Schaub thrown pick 6 all his career. So shout out to Ocho Cinco at 3-9, still fighting and still representing the nation. Salute. Next, Foreclosure versus Not in My House. Foreclosure deserves a big shout out. He was in the hunt, probably not there anymore at 4-8. Not in My House, 9-3. He clinches his playoff spot. Nothing much you can say about that. Guru Voodoo takes the GOW. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. Taking on Suicide Squad. That was a great matchup, wasn't it? 186-159. Two big-time teams.
Big-time game right there.
Big-time game. And then, oh man, Guru Veli against Iron Guru. Iron Guru, the big move. Tony Romo. Talk about that.
You know, sometimes we just stand in front of ourselves. And Tony Stark stood in front of Iron Guru this week by putting out Tony Romo against a top defense in Carolina. It was Bowser. I didn't think it would be this bad. I don't think anybody did. But that wasn't the smart.
Man, how grateful were you to the Guru Minati? How blessed were you for that negative score?
Well, I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely blessed by that because, you know, they just gave it to us, you know?
And then
he could have easily started Fitzpatrick.
Yes, easily. But the Guru Veli rises, a 150 pointer, and then your little bro, infamous Spitta, at 2-10, the last ranked team in the league. He loses to the rookie of the year, the golden child, the darling of the nation right now, York Leopaga, who has changed his name to Udo's curtain call. And he has a rose for Udo. Hopefully he can beat Udo this week to help us because Udo's still on that 8th seed. He beat Yay Area's finest, George Jung. George Jung really didn't have any much he can do with his kicker. And we talked about this. No one knows. We said Buck Allen. We like that kid Buck Allen. And Udo did it with Buck Allen. And of course he has Peyton Manning in the lineup.
This is the most ridiculous part of the whole week right here. How you beat somebody with no quarterback is beyond me.
Especially in such a competitive league like this. So I don't know what it says about us, but of course we know that there are teams that have traded for picks, so they have traded away their teams. But still, for Udo to not have a quarterback and not have any waiver wire moves left, to not pick up anyone else, and he squeaks out the win, he does deserve credit for that. And then the logo.
He used his last week move on What's Left,
yeah. And then Loco versus Southern Hospitality. You were watching the game. He's talking about how clutch is that. Travis Benjamin punches Southern Hospitality's ticket to the playoffs.
You know, everybody was on the outside looking in. He would have been on the brink this week with Travis Benjamin not doing too well, but with a minute and 43 seconds left in that game last night, he strikes with a big 40 bonus touchdown, puts him ahead of the logo. So that was big time for him.
Oh my goodness. So let's go into week 13, the final week, the judgment week, okay? I'm taking on Yay Area's finest. I gotta win this game to have a chance at getting in. Ocho Cinco is taking on Suicide Squad. That should be a wash. Foreclosure versus Guru Valley. Guru Valley needs this win, and he needs a lot of points. Am I right?
He got to have at least maybe 170.
You've got to do big, but as we've seen, Foreclosure could strike at any time. Foreclosure is the defending champ, and you know he's not going down not swinging.
Especially with Big Ben on that roster.
And Guru Voodoo Ross, the GOW, 3-time GOW, is going against Southern Hospitality, who right now, Guru Voodoo is without the Gronk. We'll see what he does with that spot. Southern Hospitality is projected to win. 2 teams already in the playoffs. Maybe a preview of what we see later down the road in the playoffs. And Not in My House against Iron Guru. Iron Guru, he needs to have a big game as well to have some sort of life and some sort of chance. And then Edgar has nobody on the starting lineup right now. And guess who he's playing? We've been waiting for this matchup. These two guys, they are not fond of each other. It's El Senor versus Spitademics.
Wow. What is going to prevail here? What is going to prevail? The mind games have already started. We just got to Tuesday. We have 5 more days to go through this.
Now,
this is going to be a fun ride.
This
right
is
here.
6 and 6.
And shout out to Spitademics. Beating his projected season right now by 2 wins.
And exactly, he was supposed to not win any games. But Infamous Spitta is 2 and 10. He silenced the doubters. He silenced all the doubters. You guys doubted. You guys said he was gonna make all his moves before the season even ended. He hasn't even. I think he still has a couple moves left. But shout out to Spitta, and of course we'll give you an excerpt, a little clip of Spitta Tuesdays later on, because you know we love our Spitta Tuesdays because it's just so entertaining. But you got the inside source on Spitta. Do you think Spitta can handle Edgar?
Hey, football is an any given Sunday type of game. But let me view in right here. Josh Chandler, the tight end for the New England Patriots, against that weak Philadelphia Eagles defense. He had 11 targets last week against the Broncos. That could be a game breaker right there if Tom Brady decides to go his way.
Wow. The inside sources. And then we've got, let's finish it up here, Town Business versus the Loco. And then the Udo versus York. Is it going to be his curtain call? So that's what we got for week 13. And then it's the playoffs. We will see who gets the 1K. We will see who holds up the trophy. And we will see who's the 2015 guru of all gurus. Alright? Alright, now it's been a long awaited. We've been waiting to talk to this guy all season. But we got our third time's a charm. 3 GOWs on the line. We got the Guru Voodoo. We got the man It's Ross. What's going on?
The ball is still the ball. Straight up.
I mean, break down what did you do this week? You didn't get the 200-point burrito, but you believed in Matt Stafford. I just want to look at Matt Stafford, 44 points.
Fucking wine. Wow. You look like the Wizard of Oz with a hose, man. You look like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, he didn't believe. My team is putting up 1,900 points this season, but my team's ass. For me, they ain't got no depth. That's the depth. I got fucking depth putting up 160 points a week. I'm just going to do what it is, because I ain't struggling.
I'm talking about the draft. I mean, let's go back to last year where you got all the draft picks. You started it off, man, when you knew you weren't going to get into the playoffs, and you started selling those pills, and you knew that there was demand. You knew that there were playoff teams in demand, and here you are 1 year later. Just talk about that journey.
But the journey from them pills has been a long one, man. I looked at the playoffs last year, and I wanted to be in it, but I knew I had this depth. But I have some draft picks that people saying I ain't got no running backs. And Brett got hurt, Gronk hurt, all my running backs got hurt, but we got depth.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Yeah, the picks.
I'm where I am right now.
So he's gonna play this week.
I'm playing Gronk this week.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. That's the quote of the night. I'm playing Gronk. I thought Gronk. Let's look at the question. He's questionable. I don't think he's gonna play. He's week to week.
I don't care.
You don't care. So you're pulling a.
You're average 158 points a game. It don't matter.
So you're saying you don't want to waste a move. Do you have any moves left, or you just don't want to use a move on a tight end?
Nah, see, 100. Yeah, I ain't trying to use no moves. I got like 4 left.
That's true. Okay. Wow, that's guru right there. I didn't think about it. You still got the playoffs. You're gonna need those moves. Can you do a quick D-Hawk? This is a good idea. Can you please? Can we have, like, not a prayer, we don't want to offend anybody, but can we call on the powers for our play? Can me and D-Hawk get into the playoffs at the same time?
Well, I got Babe. She's on me right now. Babe's on me. She's saying prayers for everybody. Y'all done seen her picture. Y'all know what she looks like. She's over in the corner hexing right now. She got y'all. Don't trip.
The Babe.
We're going to get into the playoffs. That's what she just told me.
Okay. If Edgar don't make the playoffs, what's your reaction to that with the draft picks that he had?
I mean, Edgar been talking shit. Told me he got hundreds this season. He's still talking shit. All his first round draft picks was ass. And Aaron Rodgers got there was going ass. He ain't got no one receiver. Can't do his team ass. Straight up. Yeah, I said it. Talk to me on the Facebook. It's like the machine trash.
Because let's check this out. I'm looking over the matchup, and there's a possibility for an upset right here. You got Derek Carr, who can light up KC's defensive secondary that Tyler Taylor was able to do. You got Clay Aiken, Kamara Aiken, the only receiver for the Ravens. You got Devin Funches, who's going to get mauled against that Saints secondary. You got Chandrick West. Drawn, who's the #1 running back in Frisco now. Joey, the Spitter may have some firepower.
Spitademics. Right, congrats on the 3-time GOW. We salute you. And any last words for the GNFB and the GNTV?
I salute y'all. It's my favorite football ever. Love all y'all holding the playoffs.
Love you too, my brother. Thank you.
Let's just mention the matchup of the week. We've already hyped it up, so what else more can we say, D-Hawk? Your little bro, infamous Spitta, trying to knock off Edgar, guaranteeing that he's going to knock off Edgar, and he even posted, he said 6-7. That's the MOW. What say you?
Yeah, that's a big MOW right here, man, and I just love what's going on, and we've been waiting the whole year for it, so here it is.
Here it is. So we'll see. Edgar, if you lose this game, man, you will not hear the end of it. You may want to think about retirement. The man you love to hate, but you know you truly love. It was another interesting Spitademic Spitta Tuesday that may not have made a lot of sense. But one thing, D-Hawk, that we learned from Spitta is that he always believes he has a chance.
You know, and I think we can all take that type of attitude in our everyday lives. it really applies to our everyday lives. Spitademics is real. If we just believe in ourselves, you know, maybe we can give ourselves a chance in life.
But real quick, you got the inside sources. Let's see what you know. Is he ever gonna bring his bae into the Spitta Tuesdays? And who is this bae? Do you know?
You know what? I think that he's gonna keep the bae away.
But you know nothing about this bae?
I've never even heard of this bae.
It's just a random...
For all that I know, that was Photoshop.
Because we know Spitta don't get the moose shoes, come on.
The moose shoes are never hungry around the Spitta.
Edgar,
Yes, old Edgar talking smack.